Hello, and welcome to Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall, the very first DLC for the first Dishonored game. We are back. We have previously played a Dishonored Let's Play, me and my co-host, who I will introduce momentarily. And yes, so we're going to jump right into it. My intention is to play all of these games. I had a little whisper. We're playing all of these games in order, with the exception of one of the DLCs, which is just like running around and doing parkour and speed runs and stuff. And yes, I am joined today by my co-host.
Hello there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very good. How's it feel to be back at Dishonored?
Honestly, good. I've missed it. I'm glad that we're doing this tonight.
Yeah, we talked a little bit before the stream, and we're just like, you were saying that you have very little memory of this thing. Like, you played it, and then you played the original game, you played this, and then you just kind of forgot the rest. And I'm the same, except I've done my homework, and I've sat down and I've watched a Let's Play, an hour Let's Play rather than playing it, and read a wiki page and tried to like make a checklist. But I'm also like, I could have played it before the stream and I didn't, so that's my thing.
Oh, it'll be good. I didn't specifically look at this when I did my thesis.
Yes.
People familiar with your stream will remember me talking about it. But look, I remember enjoying playing as this particular character.
Yes.
It was good. It was fun. I'm excited to watch it and remember exactly everything that I've forgotten. But I will give everyone a warning in advance that I do not remember the Knife of Dunwall.
No,
and if I say something that isn't canon or correct, you can't call me out.
Whatever. If they
I'm
do,
giving you a warning.
Yeah, like one of the thoughts that I had when I was like watching the Let's Play in preparation for this is the thought that so in one of the things we came across when we were just like finishing off the previous Let's Play was that Corvo was kind of like a Batman. Like that was the thing that Dingo Bakaba did a tweet about how like this is Batman who's like choosing who succeeds and who loses, and it's very much about power. And I was thinking today, who is Dowd? And so to give context for people watching this thing who are not necessarily familiar with Dowd, Dowd is the person who killed the Empress, Jessamine Caldwin, and who...
Spoilers, Marley. God,
it was for the previous game.
The first game.
Whatever. Dishonored is a very strange franchise where if you miss a DLC, they will throw a spoiler in the beginning of the game, which is why I wanted to play this. Like, Dishonored 2 opens with like, oh, this happened in Dishonored, this DLC, one of the DLCs that we're about to play. And so yes, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. So this DLC is going to be following Dowd, the assassin, who we spared in our playthrough, and who I think is canonically spared. And my thought, because this is almost like a game of cat and mouse between Batman and Dowd. No, sorry, Corvo and Dowd. And so my thought is that as I'm playing this game, I think that Dowd is Catwoman.
That is interesting.
Because Dowd is a criminal. Dowd like kills and like takes money for doing crime and runs around, but also
is in love with
Corvo. I'm sure. I think in I think Death of the Outside has some kind of fan fiction. I think it's between like Corvo and the Outsider.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
That's Hazel Montfortin, who was like brought on to write that game, and I'm like, I can't wait to get to that. But I'm sure people have done something between these two. But
everyone loves tension. It's fun.
Yeah. So we'll keep this in the back of our minds as we play this and think about Dowd. I also think that a strong part of Dowd is that Dowd is a criminal, a sort of working class person who's after the wealth and after all these things, and is very skilled at what he does. And I think similarly, I watched like the Batman movie, the
Pattinson one. Yep.
the Pattinson one, and Catwoman in that one rules. Their relationship does not work in that thing. That's just me. And so I'm sort of
talk in that movie. I think it works quite well.
But they go kissing, and I'm just like, there's no romance between these two. I do not see it. That was my own takeaway.
That's fair.
So my thought is that that Catwoman was very concerned with like taking care of like women who are impacted by all kinds of violence and about like, you know, people who are victims of power. And I'm like wondering, is Dowd that? And we'll probably get into it.
It becomes that, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. Depending on what you do in this playthrough, if you keep it canon.
I'm not sure, because, like, I'm not quite sure how to play this character yet. And I'm like, I know I have to keep this character alive. And that's it. Because the weird thing about this game is if I'm too chaotic, which this level's really interesting, because I read through the summary of this level, but, like, this level is really interesting in how it defines chaos. And who it is chaos for. And if I'm too chaotic, I will literally be killed by Corvo because like, as playing Corvo, I didn't know what the fuck what Dowd was up to. I wasn't like, wow, I really interacted with this.
Simply vibing. He was just off to the side. He was having a holiday. He was relaxing. He's killed the Empress.
Yeah, killed Corvo's love, you know. So
yeah, he definitely wasn't panicking at all.
Yes. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. I'm generally better when it comes to that. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'll switch the screen over. There's not going to be any audio at first.
Here we go.
Oh, there we are. Mute. I'll also open up the video on my computer, my phone. Quickly have a listen to see if we're too loud or anything like that.
I think maybe the game volume's a little loud.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Alright, it's going to shut down. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm beyond excited to get into Dishonored 2 though. Like, obviously,
Me too.
Very excited to play this because I have such limited memory. I remember the powers being cool.
Yeah, it's sub time or something.
Yeah. His is nice and different from Corvo's. But I don't know, Dishonored 2 out of both games is my favorite. So
yes,
I just really want to talk about that. I really want to talk about things that happen, the things that you're gonna do, because one of my major chapters of my thesis was looking at the main missions in Dishonored 2. So, like, obviously I covered Lady Boyle's last party, which we played through, which was great. But there's one particular character that has some good intertextuality ties to Jekyll and Hyde. So
in this game,
that'd be fun to talk about. No, in Dishonored 2. There's me still talking about that.
Yeah. I'm curious. Keep an eye out for this one because, like, we'll get into it when we get to this level. But this level's first mission is something that I don't have a strong memory of, and like when I was like watching the Let's Play, I realized that like it's very topical. Like so Dishonored is a game that's very topical in general. Like it is about plague ravaging a land. The upper class gets really wealthy and celebrating big parties while the poor are like forced to work and are like driven to sickness and are driven to like work in unsafe conditions. And much like our own world, there's two assassins fighting it out on our rooftops, which I don't need to explain. And this level in particular, which was released in 2012, has some really interesting stuff. It'll come up pretty quickly, but like, yeah, I was really amazed by how topical this one kept being. So yeah.
I will not read up on it, so I can have like a full unhinged recap at the end of this with you.
Yeah, and yeah,
we'll see if my academic brain is still active because I have not thought academically for 2 years.
I'll turn you up just because I can't hear you. That's fine.
I have no brain cells.
That's okay.
I just be operating on vibes.
That's good.
Thank you. I think so. I think it's a really good way to live.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just adjusting volume at the same time. Let's see how this sounds. Okay.
Okay. Ready to get into it?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's find out about this Dunwall knife. Oh, am I doing a screen share?
I can see it, yeah.
Good. Are we a veteran?
Nice.
Are we a novice? Are we elite?
Look, I am ashamed to admit that I always play games on easy because I'm here for a good time, not a hard time, and I have no energy to prove anything to myself.
Yeah.
I have bumped up the difficulty on Horizon Forbidden West though, I will say. I know, not me playing on like a normal setting. It's very admirable, I think.
I think we've talked about this before, but I always feel like guilted into doing the normal difficulty because it does not matter. I think like playing on easy is fine. I think it's a preference thing. It's like an ease thing, other than anything else. This is also a game from 2013, so it's like got different ideas about difficulty. I think we'll go. Am I being guilted into playing elite? No, I will not do it. I'll be veteran.
I'm not guilting you. I'm just
no. This is me. This is my internal thing. I'm just like,
oh, okay.
Should I go with veteran because it's normal, or should I go to elite
I would say go veteran because you're playing with a mouse and keyboard and you don't even like doing that. If you do elite, you're gonna feel too pressured.
No, that's the thing. I always find that I'm much better with the mouse and keyboard. Like I'd find it much easier. I can adjust this. I think. I don't know. Maybe I can't. But
no, I think it'd be funny if they make you suffer this difficulty the entire way through.
Or to complete the game in order to get Master Assassin, which I will never do. I'm doing veteran. It's decided. Oh golly, yes. All right, let's get into it.
Woo!
Dunwall Tower.
Okay, I'm trying to rack my memory.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a warehouse in this level?
Oh, no spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers.
There's probably a warehouse. There's a warehouse in every level.
That's just me throwing out a
cold shot. There's gonna be a warehouse.
I remember this game. I definitely played this, and maybe a Victorian setting.
yeah. Okay. There's a knife. It's in Dunwall.
I think it's maybe based in Dishonored.
Magic. There's magic. I was gonna call it.
Nah, that's too realistic, Marley. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I've never played a magic game before.
Yeah, I fucking hate the cards.
Actually, just really quickly, I have a question for you. This is off topic.
Oh no.
Do you define Star Wars as fantasy?
Yes.
Right, but it's sci-fi too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I like it's an extremely weird one. I think it's like in its inception it's very close to something like a Arthurian kind of story in some ways. Like it's a samurai film mixed with that. But like
it's fantasy in the fantastical sense, but I don't think it's fantasy in the way that we define fantasy as being like
it doesn't have orcs.
Basically,
it does.
No, but it's like no, but like it's it's sci-fi. To me, sci-fi and fantasy are two different things because we use fantasy as a whole encapsulating term for like a fancy world with like knights and shining armor. But that's how I define it now.
You've read and enjoyed things that's changed what a genre is. Like we've played D&D games where I've thrown like a Batman in, or like I've thrown a Corvo Witano or something. You've played a Corvo Witano, I'm pretty sure, in like the middle of a classic fantasy story.
Yeah, this isn't really sci-fi.
This.
I wouldn't argue it. Yeah, like I would say Dishonored's more like a Victorian, like steampunk type.
No, industrial fantasy. Don't be mistaken. Steampunk.
Yeah, but it's not sci-fi. It's the vibes.
It explains itself. So I want to
just
jump
wanted
into this
to get
cutscene.
clarification on this because
But-
this was a discussion I had at work, and I was like, no, sci-fi and fantasy to me are two different things.
So I think sci-fi is the way you approach a medium. Like having
Yes.
it is like you can do. I have read a fantasy that has been structured like has been explained like a sci-fi. Like they went into a dragon. They went into the physics of how it worked and how iron killed it because it was extremely heavy. And so if the dragon eats iron, then it will go down to its core and not be able to break it down. So similar to a star, it will basically like implode or explode. It's a proper like frame for that, depending on that.
I'm gonna draw a Venn diagram of what I think sci-fi and fantasy is, and then I'll have overlapping categories, and I'll send it to you. And you can review
it's like it's merely the approach. I think that you can have like a it is how you approach something. Like
and to me, it's also like what's included in the setting of the world.
Yes, I also think that like I've been listening to this Stephen King podcast, and I swear I'm going to get into this game very shortly.
Sorry to derail.
No, it's a good discussion
because we're playing a fancy, fantastical sci-fi is fantasy game. So
one of the categories I put the stream under was analysis, and so that is what this is. Stephen King writes sci-fi. Stephen King very rarely writes horror.
Yes.
Which is interesting because everyone, like, he considers himself the spookmeister in an interview. But he also says that he has tended to put, like, horrifying things in his fiction. Like, one of his big famous things is The Shawshank Redemption, which is famously not a horror thing, but just, like, a really fun exploration of...
Just people being horrible, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say exploration of character, but he has very one-dimensional characters that are great. Yes, so I think it's a really approach, and I think if you look at Star Wars, it does not explore its universe in like a science fiction-y way. It has like fancy terms that it throws at it, and it sort of explains it. Like, I don't really need to know how a lightsaber works. It just does. I don't really need to know how the Force works. It just kind of does, and in that way, it's very it's fantasy in a space setting, which I like. I kind of like. There's some bad shows nowadays. I don't really enjoy the Obi-Wan show, which sucks.
Oh,
I hoped it was
don't
good.
even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that.
I will not. Let's jump into this.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. Let's go.
All right. Do you want to read this bit?
Sure. Dunwall Tower. None like her. You can't forget what you've done. Killing the Empress and handing her daughter Emily to the Lord Regent haunts you.
Spoilers.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's like we played the first game.
Let's see what happens in this scene. And hopefully we don't already know. Alright, let's jump in.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to
I know
replace
this
the
place
last
so
one.
well.
All equally corrupt.
I love this POV.
Yeah.
Why should an empress be different?
Arcane does such a great job with like
But she
first-person
won.
perspectives.
Yeah.
I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away.
Wait. Is Culver wearing a...
Dead eyes. I knew
Is that his hair, or is he wearing a,
Maybe I deserve to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
Oh, God.
So brutal.
Yeah. Oh! But what's this? A twist? I don't remember that whale. Something's askew. Alright, let's see how the Empress is going. Huh. Who wrote this?
Do you want to read this one?
No, I got it. You can all read that. Who wrote this? Print. Blink. Wait, it's still called Blink? I thought it had a different name.
Yeah, but his moves at a different rate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
That doesn't make sense. Oh, I can still lean. Cool. Whoop. And thus ends the tale.
You promised you wouldn't kill Dowd, so
yep.
good one.
Thus ends the Let's Play.
Good stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Yes!
Thanks for watching.
Oh. Okay,
Sick.
I didn't mean to do that. Let's try it out. Remember how we got rid of the drink?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's applying there. Also, this texture is dreadful. Ah, it's backed in. Okay. I'm picking on a game from 2013.
Yeah, almost a decade old. How about we settle down?
Oh shit!
Yeah, right?
That's
Time is passing.
true.
Time is passing.
Also, the movement of this is really weird because like as soon as I move, I just move normally. Which I really like. But it does take a little bit of getting used to. Oh, who put that carriage in there? Fucking idiots.
Me driving.
Oh.
No,
Well, that's
it must
skill.
Be, it must be 10 years because I remember when I did my thesis, I was like, haha, it's the 8th year. Me presenting is the day this was released. So,
God.
oh, that's upsetting.
When did I play this? I think 2017.
Dowd, my old friend.
There he
It's
is.
been a long while,
Who is this?
but you've
fellow?
got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark? I'm here because you're right.
No, you shaking your head, no.
Empress was different. This
That wasn't me.
time, you can't just fade away into the shadows.
God, I
There
love
will
The
be
Outsider.
consequences.
Yeah.
Your story
So-
is close to ending,
Hold on,
and
hold on.
even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Dowd. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
realized what I wanted to say is going to spoil the second game. Damn it. Ah.
You can't. So two
No.
things to point out there. It's been a while since they've chatted, and Dowd's just been running around like doing weird shit, like killing people and doing this thing. Now he has done something that is bad, according to the Outsider. Which, so my working theory with this, with what has happened with the Empress, is that the conspiracy, I don't know what they were called, the Loyalists, I think.
Yeah, the loyalists.
They basically did a ritual with the Outsider to ensure that this would take place successfully, which might be how like they were led towards Dowd, who killed this thing. But there was some kind of conflicting thing going on, where the Outsider also got Corvo to try and shake things up in a strange
Balance
way.
the scales. Yeah.
Again, I still don't quite get what the Outsider wants.
So if you think that Corvo was Batman and Dowd is Catwoman,
Oh,
who
no.
is the Outsider to you?
The
You got
Joker.
a Batman. I get that. Just seems too obvious to me.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Maybe he's Alfred taking care of Corvo.
Lucius gives a bunch of
Oh,
powers.
yeah, I could see that. Lucius Fox.
Joe Chill,
Mm.
guy who killed Batman's parents. But like, I don't know, because I'm like, I've never quite understood the Outsider character, and I'm curious to see as these games develop what he actually
I have
wants.
so many opinions to share, but again, it's
It's-
gonna
yeah.
spoil the death of the Outsider.
It doesn't come out until Death of the Outsider, which is going to be like
God damn it.
months from now.
Maybe
or
even
years.
next year with the way we've been playing this.
Yeah, it's been 10 months. Apologies. But I'm very curious to see like what it goes on. But I also really like so I've been watching Obi-Wan, the TV show, which I haven't really enjoyed, but I like that there's moments where he's just like, "Hey, Qui-Gon," and Qui-Gon doesn't respond. And I'm just imagining Dal doing the same thing for the Outsider. Like,
oh, very much that. Dowd's whole thing is that he feels like he's been abandoned by the Outsider, right?
Yeah.
Especially during this, he's like manifesting like his fears about Corvo. He's got his whalers protect him because he knows that Corvo is going to hunt him down. Like he knows he's done bad, and he's like guilty in the sense he's like, I shouldn't have taken Jessamine out because she was a figurehead of the Empire. She was protecting us, but then also I'm going to get my shit rocked.
Yeah, and he's a very strange figure. Like, he's kind of like, I want to say like a Macbeth. I don't know Macbeth very well, but I understand that he does a murder in that big play that he is in. And as a result, he like is doomed to die by something. And so it's kind of interesting.
When they're washing their hands saying out damn spot, it's just the mark on their hand.
Yeah.
They can't get the blood off, but it's the mark.
Does he have a mark? I can't even remember. He probably does.
Doesn't he? Surely.
He was wearing a glove. I couldn't see.
And he clenches his hand when he's using his powers. So
yeah, it's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
So as you can see before us, there is a warehouse. You're right.
My memory is impeccable.
Yeah. I will read.
Next, I'm going to be predicting that there are whales here.
And some kind of Rothschild is here. Wait, is that Rothschild? Is that what they're going for?
Surely, right?
I hope not. Okay. A captain of industry. Bundry Rothwild is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse and a fleet of whaling ships, including a ship named the Delilah. A ship called the Delilah. Infiltrate the Rothwild slaughterhouse and find out what's behind the name.
I completely forgot that we used to do accents when reading books.
You did? That's the one that was like very close to asking you to do an accent with the last read thing.
Kill her.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump in.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them.
Billy.
There was a ship called the Delilah. It hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Great voice acting once again.
Yes, we have voice acting, by the way. Like, that's one of the things that, like, I didn't realize after playing the first Dishonored. Well, I realized probably in the Let's Play, but, like, Corvo isn't voiced. And in this one, we have Michael Madsen. So, he of a bunch of Quentin Tarantino films and some other things. And so he's here doing voices. And like one of the interviews they did for this, they're just like, oh, we had to figure out how to do voices, which they figured out pretty well. It's not difficult. But yeah, could you read this in sort of a upper class accent?
Oh god, this is so much pressure. Let me drag my tired body.
There's 5 people watching.
What kind of accent? Fancy
English.
One, right?
Like okay, yeah, you go.
It's gonna sound transatlantic, I think.
Good.
As Dowd, you can use your network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. You can also pay for special favors. These favors can have a variety of effects in the mission, such as granting access to equipment, cases, or revealing secret information.
What? What? There's a weird, like, I don't know. There's a weird thing you threw into there. Like, it was transatlantic, but there was also, like, it was like an old person in a strange way.
Molly, I've never been good at accents, you know that.
No!
I start off halfway and then it just goes really weird.
No, you throw some extra stuff in there, which is really cool. So, we now know that we can buy things.
Woo!
Okay. How many do I have? I only have 2 of those. Upgrades. Favors. So this is a new mechanic, which we now know. We can get a safe code. How much is this? Okay. Priorities. Combat sleep dart.
Yeah, we kind of abused that a lot.
Yeah. I don't want to kill anybody. Otherwise, Dowd will die, even though
Not
he
you being
doesn't
an
die.
ethical assassin. Well done.
I want to have some choke dust, which is new. Thank you for telling me what it is now that I've bought it. This powerful irritant can be thrown, creating a noxious cloud. Affected enemies will be temporarily blinded and disabled.
Yeah, I like the transatlantic like radio man voice. It's giving like a buy this razor blade now to wow all the ladies.
This is going to be the voice we do it from now on. I'm going to buy one of those. Now let's get some favors.
Okay, but next time we find a book, you have to do an accent I pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's buy these.
Gotta spend money to make money.
Yes. I also like that we have money, even though we've done literally nothing.
You killed the Empress.
Yeah, but that was like 6 months ago. I mean,
Dad's good with his money, okay?
Okay.
He has whalers to pay, a family to support.
Does he? I mean, yeah, I guess so. They're all doing crime, though. Do I want to have
I love
accuracy?
crime. Crime is so fun. I'm kidding, that's a joke. I meant in-game.
No, crime's good. I support that. You game that out. I don't need more sleep darts. Let's do range. No, accuracy. Accuracy will come back for range. And then let's buy sleep darts.
Who needs accuracy when you can just spam right, ladies? I never aim. I just be shooting. Probably why I'm so bad at games and need to have it on easy mode.
Yeah. That's part of it. And then let's buy
Definitely sleep dart capacity. You can
dart
get some...
capacity.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, it's gone up! 600. Oh, fucking...
Yeah.
Cares. Oh, hey!
Wow.
Oh, mother... They knew it. Can we restart?
We just restart the whole game.
We fucked it. Okay, let's jump into it. One of the things I wanted to say quickly is that Dowd is said to be especially heartbroken after killing the Empress and stealing away her child. I find that unrealistic. Like, yeah, giving a kid to a conspiracy and like taking away is terrible, but like, he's killed so many people, so many like royals, and he's like, he's positioning her as like the JFK, who's like this weird, perfect, like person who doesn't deserve to die. But like, I don't know, she kind of been all good. She's an empress, so that's my takeaway.
I think it was less, to me, my interpretation of Dowd was like, yeah, he killed Jessamine, but like, in doing so, he threw the entire city into turmoil in the midst of a plague, you know?
There was already a plague.
Yeah, but in the midst of it, he like took out Jessamine.
Yeah.
And gave the Lord Regent, who just was basically like, oh, poor people, that sucks, you're quarantined.
Yeah, and he also like made the security, like Dowd's job was significantly worse. And I think like a part of it is probably like the outsider coming in and just being like, you fucked up.
you done fucked up, buddy, look what you've done.
Yeah. Which,
did
like,
I give you these powers? Did I encourage you to act like this? Yes, but you still did it.
Yeah, like, people act like this is a big, like, this is, like, Dowd, like, doing a redemption arc. But I think like Dowd's just like, oh crap, I better change my act because someone's coming for me right now. Who is
Yeah.
Ko?
Is it a good redemption arc if he's doing it out of his own guilt and like selfish, like self-preservation?
I think it's by your deeds shall ye be judged kind of deal. So that's entirely up to how we play this.
Yeah,
Which
which
is-
is very much fits the Outsiders motif. So.
Which, like, so far I've got 5 out of 5 choke dust and 12 out of 13 sleep darts. So I think I'm well prepared for that. No rewire tools, no crossbow bolts or anything like that.
No, we play like ethical assassin.
Yes, and we're also Catwoman. Important to remember. All right, let's jump into it.
I'm just picturing Dowd in Catwoman's suit now, which I'm not enjoying.
You can't see the character. That's all I'll say.
Are you telling me that he's in Catwoman's suit and we just don't know?
I don't know. I didn't jump by jump ability. Ah!
Sucked in.
I don't have double jump.
Dowd, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you.
Thank you.
Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Do I get the agility now? Oh, I get the agility now! So that is weird because so a strike is happening and all the workers got their time cards taken off of them. Now, what is a strike?
Typically in bowling, it's when you knock all 10 pins down.
But in labor disputes, like what happens, like what is the thing that the people who own the factory not want you to do? They want you to continue to
form a
do.
union, yeah, they want you to keep working. They
want you to keep working.
Not strike, yeah.
Now, if you don't have a time card and you can't get into a place, what is the thing you can't do?
I'm gonna go out on a leg here and say you probably can't work.
You probably can't work. So they just won, I guess. Like I'm really confused about the time card thing and what that means.
Maybe it's more that it's not so much that they can't work as that they just can't get paid.
No, they can't go in. That's one of the things. Like I think my objective enter the. Does there have any information on this?
Again, I remind you, I have no memory of this place. I'm
Like-
Gandalf, I have no memory.
Yes. It's But one of the things that Billy, our second in command, said is that people can't get in without a time card. So I have to get a time card in order to enter this, I think. Which makes
But
no
it's
sense.
Dishonored, there's always more than one way to get in.
Yes. I can just swim over there.
You have to give me
Dowd
back
actually
my
can't swim.
Hold on. How do we zoom in?
card. I can't get back in.
Nope.
Isn't it like Zed or something?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Damn.
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards, no exceptions.
I hope you die weeping, all of you. I hope the plague gets you.
Aha, so some kind of affection. So the weird thing is, there's these people, the butchers, and then there's the regular workers. These people don't get their time cards, these people do, and these people are not on strike. Which is odd.
Half the city's dead.
So I want to chat with this guy
Won't make it 3 more months.
and say hi. Hello.
It's no use asking me anything. They've got my time card. I can't even get in to pick up my things. Anyone who knows anything's locked up down by the docks. I should have been with them. How am I gonna get into work without my time card?
So the time card seems vital.
I used to have friends among the butchers. What happened to this place?
Tell me more.
I heard Rothwild has a special negotiation chair for anyone who refuses to sign. Bastard. If I had any guts, I'd get Abigail out myself. She's worth 10 of the rest of us.
Who's Abigail?
She's worth 10 and the rest.
She's what? What?
She's worth more than
There's 10.
they are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if there's an exchange rate that comes up. Look, I'm gonna ignore it.
Hey, there was a book. No, get back there.
Do you really want to read the Leviathan's Sorrow near a whale factory?
Yeah, it'll be sad. Also, if I make you do a really funny accent, that's awful.
I must kill this man.
Just check him out. Take him for dinner first.
No! No cops. Can I just go over here?
I always got so stressed about hiding bodies in Dishonored.
Yeah. There was a story about the original Thief game where like you would put someone on like a sloped roof and like
And they would slide off?
gradually, yeah, over the course of like 20 minutes or something, they would just like fall off and die.
Thief is great.
Yeah, it's like on a bunch of sales and I'm like tempted to buy it, but I'm also like, I have Dishonored, it's really good. But I should probably go back and play it.
Also, speaking of Dishonored and Arcane, I'm so excited for Redfall.
Yes. It was recently announced as like that's one of the reasons we started this up again is that it just like turned up. I'm just gonna collect this body. It looks amazing. It so the big comparison people are making is it's similar to a game called not Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead, which is this old what is it called? Zombie game made by Valve. And that seems really cool, even though every time the Arcane people are asked about it, they're just like, no, it's not like this very prominent game. And so I'm curious what it is actually like.
There's a man out on the river
Shit out
watching
of
the
me,
place.
Billy.
If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Oh, listen. Oh. That was not the thing.
Is there any particular reason you're carrying this body around? Or?
Yes. I should probably like do it as a sequential order, but like this is one of the few things that I know where it is. So I'm just gonna quietly go over here. It is the body of a Weeper. Alright. Oh, some kind of recipe from Granny Rags.
Oh my. You have to
Okay.
read it in the Granny Rags voice.
I'll do my best Susan Sarandon. A page torn from an old manuscript, written in a scrawling hand. The port side eye of a whale, newly dead, plop it in the pot, grisly and red. Weeper, weeper, weeps no more. Weeper, curious. Laid to rest on blood-edged floor. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat, Granny.
Respectfully, that was so horrific.
That's great. I
They
mean,
used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
Ageist.
yeah. Oh, it was actually, that's a fact, actually. There's literally a thing that is true about Granny Rags. As we'll find out in a future game. Okay.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining
So,
in any industry
this.
deemed vital to the state is a capital offense.
This dialogue.
These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
So, being in a union is illegal. Across a bunch of things, one of which is the whale industry.
When does the oil start to flow again?
It's all fixed, Chief. We
Hold
got
on,
the
also
time
this.
guards rounded up, and now we got their mouthy leader.
So you know the Regent doesn't give a shit who wins your little labor dispute. The Regent cares about the whale oil coming out on schedule.
He'll get what he needs, Just keep the strikers in line.
So that's that thing we were saying before about how like it doesn't make sense for someone to like all the workers to leave and not having like workers.
Because the butchers were edging them out, right?
The butchers, and specifically the guy we're going to quote unquote kill, is just doing this, and even the cops are just like, "What are you doing? This is nothing. Like we can't. You're stopping all like development of the whale industry. This is really stupid." And so we're learning something about the character, but it's still weird. I don't quite get what they're doing. So this is the troublemaker that Billy mentioned.
You're Dowd.
Dowd.
I didn't know who that was.
For me. Just a little fish in a big pond.
I want to know about a ship. The Delilah.
Yeah, I heard of it. Listen, maybe we can help each other out. I work for a very rich man who's keen on seeing Rothwild's business go belly up. This whole business with the strike, our doing. We got a mole on the inside, a lady pretending to run the labor crews, a real talent. She could lie straight to the High Overseer's face and get away with it. We were supposed to meet up last night. I've been spying on the place all day, waiting to hear word. I haven't seen or heard a peep. I was about to shove off. If you're here to make a little mayhem anyway, maybe you could find her. If she's still alive, she'd be able to get you everything you need to know about that ship. No question. And a substantial reward besides. Her name's Abigail Ames.
Huh. Abigail.
Oh, there we go.
Now, I got distracted because someone said a funny thing in the chat. But did that guy mention who was actually hiring him? Who was actually like the rich person who was supporting the whatever Abigail Ames is up to?
Look, I gotta be honest with you. I have this also playing on my TV, and I was just admiring how pretty it looks.
Yeah. You also wrote in chat, which is very funny. Warehouse predictions 10 out of 10.
I'm just so smart. Also, I'm my own biggest supporter. What can I say?
Yeah, it's good. I support it. But the key thing is, there's a labor dispute. Abigail Ames is secretly a part of it.
Girl boss.
So it's a secret.
How did it?
You ought to thank us. Sign the contract, and you'll be back at work tomorrow.
For 2/3 pay-in with good men and women dead, we aren't signing anything without talking to Abigail.
Secret.
What's wrong with you people? There's folks in Dunwall begging to do your job for half your pay.
Hey, haven't we worked together?
And is at large within the city. Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported.
So they just like openly talk about Abigail, which I found very strange. So don't talk to cops. Another thing.
Good advice.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is the video game industry. Because another place that famously doesn't have unions is the video game industry.
Unions, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually read an article the other day, not so much about video game unions, but just in general visual effects artists. People have been noticing that, maybe not Marvel much, but just a lot of movies and shows lately have been having particularly bad CGI.
Yes.
And they're saying that a lot of it is like the Marvel effect, where Marvel will have their pre-production of their movies basically in full in CGI, and directors just have to do shot for shot what is prepared.
Yeah.
But as a result of that, because so many visual effect artists are being hired, they're being forced to make entire movies from scratch, and then don't have any time to actually polish it up because they're busy doing the whole movie themselves. And so it's leading to people being like, oh, well, if the effects are that bad, maybe we should like let them have unions, and tying back to the video game industry where people are having to crank out so much overtime, which isn't really doing anything when you get games like Cyberpunk coming out, which obviously isn't the developers' fault. It's more the publishers, but still, it's really interesting to see that there's this whole sort of backlash coming from big companies forcing people to do overtime in the sense that viewers and gamers are like, this is bad. We don't like this. Please stop.
It's also the fact it's like almost as if you have a bunch of workers and you take away all their time cards and force them to work.
Any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the
and
ground.
yeah, I also heard like a similar thing with Marvel where basically they a lot of the scripts are written very quickly. Like they're probably like written on a very fast amount of time, which is why they don't have a very high quality thing, because it's basically just like kind of churning them out. And one of the things you just said then was that like they come up with lower quality, but also this game here was made under crunch conditions, and I love this game. This is a really fun game, and it's worth mentioning that like there was an interview done in 2018, I think, between like Harvey Smith and a bunch of other developers on Arcane, and Harvey said like has worked in like under crunch conditions for most of his career, but at the time of the interview in 2018 said that it also produced a lot of really good work. Like he cited filmmakers and so forth who were like working under like, whoa, Jesus, that was very quick, who like when they got to a difficult part of a project would
be forced to make a decision quick.
They say they kind of like thrive under such conditions.
I mean, that's always the procrastinator's like cure, right? Having a deadline to meet. My best work is produced when I'm stressed, but
yes,
it's not sustainable.
No, it is a terrible thing. I also
especially
find...
not in an industry like this where games take years upon years of pre-production and then actual production to make. Like having crunch on this is like not good.
Like as someone currently doing like
freelance,
like I'm being a streamer, I'm being a podcast producer, I'm being a writer, I'm like working towards game development and stuff. I've been trying so hard. Also, I like...
How do they work?
Hold on.
Well, obviously, you... Actually, I'm not sure.
Oh, this isn't as interesting. But like one of the things I've been trying to learn is like good habits with working, because I'm a person who tends to like work for 10 hours a day and then I'm just like, this is bad. 7.
And then you have no energy to do it at all.
And like one of the things I've heard like recently from other game developers is that like they work hard to make sure they tell people, how many people are here, to stop working, because like if you do a 10 out of 10 job after working like, you know, too many hours, that it does mean you have good work, but you need like more recovery time, which means come on, get me the hell out of here. Fuck, I didn't quick save or anything.
No, we're learning from our last mistakes of always quick saving.
Was that our mistake? Can't see where I am.
I mean, aim up. Yeah, up. Yeah, there.
Oop.
Oh, my bad.
I want to get give me the
I
arrows.
expected.
Give me cool arrows. Is that the arrow?
Bro, this music stresses me out.
It's... I mean, good news is there's no direct threat.
Yeah, but just the music.
That's okay.
I am reminded of all the times I've had to reload because I was busted in stealth.
Give me the arrows. Give me the cool arrows.
The slaughterhouse butchers are locking workers in the pump
bloody
control
Billy.
station by the docks. If you
First save, well done.
get in there, I bet the workers would tell you just about anything you wanted to know.
Abigail Ames has been detained on the slaughterhouse grounds, pending her interrogation and
She got
execution for
detained because
sedition
people keep saying stuff.
And
what
she's
were we
gonna be
saying?
killed.
Yes. Well, we'll see about that. We were talking about something.
Burnout.
Yes. Like the key thing was that like if you work for like 30 hours, like if you work for 10 hours straight on a thing and produce good work, that means you need like a week or something to recuperate. And if you work for like 3, 4, 5 hours, you take less time to recuperate. You might not produce as good work, but it's like better to do.
Yeah. I'm very busy lately, but I find that I'll just write when inspiration strikes. Like even if I'm on like a little break, I'll just open up my notes app and write. And it's better to me to get that as an outlet as opposed to when I would used to write everything all at once and then not touch it for like 3 or 4 months and be like, oh, I kind of gave up on this. But I mean, you're doing a million more things than I am, so.
I guess. I also abandon things a lot.
None of this would have gotten so bad.
All right, give me an accent.
What? Oh, it's Sokolov, so you need to do hoity-toity, but not transatlantic.
Okay.
Mr. Rothwild, I have a great
Perfect.
deal of appreciation for the use of your space and your whales in the advance of my studies. All of Dunwall will be in your debt for your contribution to my work. In the light of your recent difficulties, I have prepared for you a gift of my latest defensive technology, the Arc Mine. It is based upon my Arc Pylon and will provide superb protection against intruders and those who would interfere with our efforts. I am certain the device will serve you well.
Say arc again.
Anton Sokolov, Arc.
Mine. Shipment.
Bravo.
That was a
Bravo.
lot of fun. I've also been doing voice acting.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
very
can
good at
tell.
it.
No, you've always been good at accents. What are you talking about?
No, I don't know. Do I want to read about boat checks in Renhaven? No,
This is so long. I'm not doing
I'm
this.
not doing that. It's good though. I recommend, like, if you're on a regular playthrough and you're not doing a stream, it is.
No, I read through all the books when I played my playthrough.
Yeah, I did not, but I think
For the
you
interest
should.
of not having a 3-hour stream like we used to.
How long have we been going for? I don't know how to find out. I think uptime.
Let me look.
Where was that chest? There was like a safe code. Oh, that's right.
I also can't see. It's fine.
I think if you just type exclamation mark uptime, it'll tell you. And I think if I was able to access my computer, which I'm currently streaming from, I would get some more information.
Look, I'm gonna be straight up with you, buddy. I'm rugged up to all high hell. I don't want to move. My phone is balanced very precariously next to me right now, so.
Okay. Whoop.
Any workers trying to add
Yeah, don't kill him.
or breed captive livestock will be charged with treason.
Oh, there's a bin.
That's
Oh,
that's
no,
not a
I
bin.
thought that was a.
This
Okay.
this game does have bins. I was gonna say this game does not. That is not true.
Yeah, I'm always putting bodies in bins in this one.
Eat a bunch of bagfish.
I like
love
the eating
eating.
sound.
It's so fun. I've been doing some game development stuff, and it's very easy to do that. You just have a use mechanic and just like put in random sound effects. And it's so fun. It's it's very satisfying. Okay. Is there a mine on the and there's safe on the other side. So yeah, so to go back with what I was saying, it is
Look out. Got someone skulking around.
interesting. Oh, it's so hard to keep my brain straight.
To balance all of these things in a good way.
Yeah, but it's
Like
also
time
like,
management way.
as I said before, it is really interesting to have a video game from 2013 that talks about unions in a way, and like has the key villain, which we will soon meet, being a union worker. Sorry, not a union worker. A businessman. There's the safe. Oh god, who's noticing me?
Waste your loyalty on her.
Oh, mate, over there. You're crouched too, right?
Yeah, I should be invisible.
I guess you are in broad daylight.
Stop messing around and come out at once.
You're not the boss of me.
Present yourself. Don't make me find you. Everything seems in order.
Does
you
it?
see me? Hold on. And yeah, it's also worth noticing that this has a different lead writer. I think narrative director or something. To. Ooh. Hold on. Oh.
Oh my god.
I hate
my
this.
god.
It's different.
Yeah, there you
go. It's the.
Is he slide? No.
Stay.
Okay.
It has the lead writer is Ricardo Bear, who also is working on the game we were talking about before, which is called
Redfall.
And yeah, and that's kind of.
I will be buying a new computer specifically to play that, I think.
Yeah. If you make your own computer, it's really good. I really recommend. No, you laugh, but it's it's way cheaper.
I'm saying, how much time and also effort do you think I have to build my own computer?
Have you ever built a couch or like some furniture?
I could fully do it. I don't have the time or effort.
I suppose.
Also, my work doesn't have computer parts for me to buy as you build.
Don't you work in an electronics store?
Yeah, but not like that. I'm just gonna buy a computer. That's capitalism, baby. I can buy things that are already made for me.
True, but it's better quality. I recommend it, and you know more about it.
Those dreams gotta stop.
The funny thing is, I was
again, I could fully do it.
Yeah.
As my own biggest supporter, but
yeah.
No.
One of the things I was gonna say just now is like, oh, you can get like a PC, there's a video game called PC Builder Simulator, but it's actually very very hardware intensive, so you need to have a good PC in order to play it.
That is fun. I bet they did that on purpose, surely.
I don't. That would be a dumb thing to do.
No, I think it would be hilarious. I think it'd be fun. If I'm gonna make a video game, I wanna make it so that whoever plays it suffers.
Make it 3 more months.
Is there a person here? Yes, there is.
We're on a time card. If you get us out of here, you take mine.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Oh shit. Oh, good work.
Thank you.
Very well.
Everyone saw me. Everyone saw me.
Don't fall in the water.
I won't. I should have taken the man with me.
Too much pressure.
No, it's fine. I got it. No one's gonna find the body. Get on the thing. No. Why aren't you doing the thing? You are doing the thing, but it's just not working. Okay. Nobody. Yeah. I think there's a lot of games out right now that are very hardware intensive, like most of the big games.
Oh, I'll find you.
AAA games are really annoying. Like I bought and I played a lot of Elden Ring. And that game's really strange because it has a very processor-intensive thing.
Bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense.
I don't have any more
These include
things.
metallurgy,
This could be it.
collection
Why
and
can't I
refinement,
sprint?
Security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
Dow, the great assassin. Away.
You better hope I don't find you.
Ah.
You hear me? I hate skimmers like
Ah, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, so Elden Ring was very hardware intensive, but my computer has this weird habit of like selecting a selecting like one of the graphics cards, and it's the default one that can like process like Microsoft Word but nothing else. And so I was like really worried that like the computer that I had was not strong enough, but it was. Oh no! Stay in Slaughterhouse Sewer. Oh god. Oh, why can't I move? Yeah. Okay, so that was one of the favors that we got. So is this just me, or can I just not see people?
I hate skimmers like you.
What's the point of these powers? Can I buy something? Oh, I can see in the dark and see like locations of things, but I can't. I want to see people.
Always sneaking and snooping. Quit hiding.
Are you still there?
I'll find you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I think the internet dropped out for a second. What up?
No use.
Nothing much. Still, oh god, still use the wrong powers.
Look out. We got someone
You can
skulking
customize them
around.
though, can't you? Like your
I can.
keyboard layout. But we're just gonna be struggling.
No, I like. Okay, so here's the thing. I have this like void invisible scene that shows no enemies. It just
No,
shows.
you have to upgrade it, don't you?
Yes, but I don't have enough.
For level
room.
2, yeah. Oh. Restart the game is what I'm hearing.
I thought there was people in chat saying this. Yeah, so I can't see anything. So I want to make sure it's safe for these people to escape. I would like to have some tonic. That kind of tonic?
I hear you.
What did I say? Blue tonic.
Oh my god! What? Where am I? Okay, there. All right, free.
You know that scene in The Simpsons where they're like, dig up, stupid?
Yeah.
This, but jump.
Someone throwing things at me? Okay, I want to try and take... See, what I want to do is I want to free these people over here and make sure they don't get killed on their way out.
Yeah, get killed. Yeah, by the pylons and stuff.
Which I would assume this guy would kill.
None of this would have gotten so...
It's risky.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you. I don't know where to put
This
you.
is a public warning. Corvo Atana, the assassin and one-time royal protector,
Nice.
has escaped from confinement and is at large within the city.
So this
Any
should
sightings of
theoretically
this
allow
state
them to be
criminal
safe. Like,
must be
I
reported to the city
assume
watch
the game
at
would
once.
probably allow for me, like, not getting this. Like, there was an arc pylon which they might run into, which I want to avoid them dying from.
Definitely save anyway, just in case.
That's... Thank you. Okay, good. Progress.
I might not remember these missions, but I remember us needing to save a lot.
That's good. I think there was like, wasn't there a point where you just like told me to steal things or something? What was that?
Oh yeah, we had a timer.
We had a time every 20 seconds.
At the Lady Boyle's party, because they would like getting mad and be like, "Oh, time."
I just remembered I had bone charms. Did they give me stuff? Yes.
Oh, perfect.
That's what I need. That kind of stuff.
I just really love that one of Corvo's bone charms was just to gain mana from eating white rats.
Which I've never seen a white rat. One of the things I've noticed about video games is they don't really use mana anymore. It's kind of just like they have an actual in-universe thing that isn't just something that's like a phrase in the Bible, I believe. It's like mana from heaven. And that's kind of fun.
Missing or damaged time cards will no longer be replaced due to abuse of this indulgence. Any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the grounds and summarily terminated.
Catwoman.
You're doing well. It's very assassiny, that move that you just did.
Thank you. It feels good. Like, I don't know. This is probably like a new thing. That wasn't in.
Dow does play differently though, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's a thing where like if I move forward, like I think like I read an interview about like this. Maybe I shouldn't move around as much. If I move forward, the blink will stop, and so I have to be like I have to just kind of pause, and I have free reign to look around, which is a small change, which is a lot of fun, and I really like that.
I think I also played Dow differently in the sense that like Corvo, I don't want to kill people, obviously because of the low and high chaos. But I don't want to kill people as Corvo because he's supposed to be a protector. He's supposed to be Batman. Yeah. But as Dowd and as another character in the Death of the Outsider, I felt like I had more free reign.
So Death of the Outsider doesn't have a morality mechanic, and this one does.
Which is why I had so much more freedom. But like in terms of like who the characters are, my mentality was different. I was like, well, I'm already an assassin, like I didn't actively kill people as Dowd, because I thought it'd be funny to have like a clean hands run. Yeah. But I was also like, yeah, he's an assassin. I don't have to be as worried about being overly stealthy and perfect as I was with Corvo.
Yeah. Which, like, again, the only reason I'm being forced to do this is because like I'm coming here with
with
an existing
choices.
idea of how like I don't want this character to die.
Yeah.
Come on, I need some kind of mana potion.
We still need to get past that wall of light contraption they put up. If you can shut it off, we can slip past the city watch when the time is right.
It is
the wall of light down?
Yes.
You're free to go. Make your way out of this place.
Here's the card, sir. I hope you burn this
place
to the ground.
The time
See
card.
A woman named Abigail Ames. She'll know what to do. She's a smart cookie.
So what?
All these rats crawling all over everything.
You have something interesting to say, don't you?
Solidarity. That's what Abigail keeps saying. But I don't know what I'll do if Rothwild puts me in that damn chair.
Okay, good to know. So is there stuff I want to do? I can't quite remember. Oh, I haven't done that yet. I still want to get...
Oh, do you remember the safe codes?
Yes, which is in here.
757?
You remember? Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I think it's 757.
7.
Imagine I'm just lying and I'm making you do this. Oh, you...
No,
Good on you.
That's okay. Fuck!
wise.
I can't count, apparently.
Okay, stop. Perfect.
I got it. Yeah, very good.
Hey, look at that. I told you my memory is impeccable.
Oh, I got another time card. Rad. Oh! Oh, thank God. Oh, it feels good to have that.
After this morning, we're taking away time cards on site. Nobody gets in or out without those things. Time to send a message.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a stupid message. Okay, so I think I'm just going to proceed to go inside now. Let's go over here.
You see, he does have a mark on his hand. You can see it through the glove.
Can you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it glows.
That's cool. It's the same symbol, too. I mean, of course it is. I mean, of course it is because of something in the third game. In, like, Death the Outsider. Oh.
Such good memories.
I don't want to... Do I want to read the outline? No. Okay. Let's go. Then we get to work.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Okay. Ooh. Management office. 9. So... Need to go here.
I think the only time I ever consulted a map in Dishonored is when I was in the Overseer's compound.
Really?
That place was like a maze to me.
Like in the whole series?
Yeah. I would look at maps, but they would never
every mission.
like actually help me.
Every mission I was there. I loved it because I was like, I literally like screenshotted something in Death of the Outsider.
Hey, have you been to the jail?
Yeah, like the maps are cool.
I know what to do.
But I signed right away.
Oh my god. Oh, it's the smoke one. I thought this was...
Okay, if I didn't do that, they would have killed him. They also don't know where I am. That's the only reason I have a smoke dust. That was told to me on a wiki. Very stressful.
That's quite horrifying, actually.
How cool is that, though?
Big old soul.
It just moves back and forth. It doesn't spin around. You gotta kill your friend.
Quit hiding.
You got lucky this time. You hear me?
Sorry, did I interrupt you?
You hear me?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, like, the maps are nice, but I don't know. I like exploring in Dishonored without a map. Because there are so many ways to get in. Like, that's the great part of Arcane Studios, is they give you so many options and so many ways to get into a place. Like, I might not take every route, but I'm going to find every route.
Yeah. Because, like, one of the things...
Survivable. If they had a
this is
ship.
important.
I wonder who this was meant for. You rock somebody up in that thing and they won't be back in town for months.
Ah, interesting. What an intriguing clue.
I don't like this.
One of the things I love about the maps in this game, I don't think I can even look at them right now, right? No. Like in Dishonored 2, you can have it in your inventory, and it never tells you where you are, and so you have to basically like be paying close attention to it, and like you have to sit down and be like, okay, am I in this particular location? If so, I know where I am. And like, yeah, I printed out like one of the maps and just like scrolled on it with like a pencil, and it was just so much fun, like clearing out the entire place and making sure I searched for everything. And it was
That is so dedicated.
Yeah, and it's like it's bizarre to me that you've never used it, because like that was just like such a core part of my thing. Because I'm just like, I'm using a map, but it's my own map and my own little markings. Like you can't even mark it. Like I had to print it out to mark it. And I loved them. They were so much fun. and they are simple.
Yeah, I'm like the opposite to you, where my fun comes from not looking at a map because I like going, oh, this room connects here. Oh, but I can get into this part of the section, like through a secret trapdoor.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite.
And you like you
aside
feel it
from
rather
that-
than like looking.
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
thing.
Like the trapdoor that you can find up above the bed in one of the Boyle bedrooms in Lady Boyle's estate. Like that was so fun. I was like, hell yeah, secret attic.
Yeah, and that probably was not on the map. If there probably was a map.
But even still, like maps. Where we're going, we don't need maps.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I've been making this game that's kind of like this open world narrative thing, and like one of the things on my mind is I don't want to exit slow this. Is that like people have been saying that that sounds like a treasure. That maps are very strange because it like I can't remember exactly the criticism, but it was like maps like colonizing a space and like defining it in a way that is bad. And like when you're playing a game where you're just like filling out a map or like doing an open world game thing, why can't I jump into this? Hell yeah! Oh, it's a shame. I'll follow the thought in a second. There's a corpse. Can you read this in a very sad voice?
Okay.
I think it's your turn.
Alright. Written in blood. You are safe now. No one can find you here. No one. No one can reach you here. I almost died trying, and I'm a better climber than any of them.
Can you be crying now?
But you gave me claws for the climb. You want me as much as I want you. We will stay here until they've forgotten about us.
You're like incomprehensibly crying.
We will stay here for as long as it takes.
Like no one can understand what you're saying from here on out.
I'm sleeping because I need you. I will stay here as long as I can. How was that?
That was great. Again, as always happens with this, I don't remember what the letter said. I'm just like so engrossed in like the voice.
Stopped doing accents because we were just laughing.
I think that's gonna happen
we
anyway. I
paying
think
attention to the notes.
This is just
there
stream
were
of
like
brain.
entire clues that we were missing.
You're safe now. No one can find you here. I almost died trying.
You gave me claws for the climb.
You want me as much as I want you. We will stay here until they've forgotten about us.
This is a little creepy, actually.
Who wrote this? This person doesn't have claws. They just like stole a laborer? Is this a clue? But yeah, like as I was saying, there was Billy?
I spotted a makeshift interrogation room in the meat locker. It might be useful to you, considering our mission here.
Did you do that with the man? What the fuck? But yes, so maps are these strange colonial things where it's just like you're defining a territory rather than like encountering a territory on its own, I guess.
Yes, yeah. That makes sense. And is that also in the context of video games?
Yeah, because like one of the things about open world video games is you frequently play as like a colonizer reshaping the world that you're in.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can't lie about that.
But then I'm also thinking from like a technical perspective.
Yeah.
Like maps are just defining the playable areas, like realistically.
Making
Like it
easy
makes
to
sense from
navigate.
the. Yeah, exactly.
But like, imagine playing Horizon Zero Dawn without a map. It is possible.
Yeah.
It would just change the experience in a different way, and it would make you have like a closer experience with the land around you.
You definitely could though, because the characters give you instructions in the sense that you're heading west or south, and you find where you're going based on settlements and clues. So
yeah,
absolutely could.
Let's bump up this so I can start to see something.
Nice.
Is that top level?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think maps are useful, and I don't think it's an inherently colonial thing to have like directions. But where am I trying to go? I'm trying to just get down from here. It's so high up. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. Let's go to this whale. But yeah, I like the maps in Dishonored because like they exist and they help you navigate, but they don't tell you everywhere you need to go. You still have to like figure it out.
The power system in there looks like it will put down that whale in an instant. I almost think you should. I know they're just beasts, but still.
And that's a fun, interesting moment for like a 2013 video game, because it's just like, this thing's in pain, you should like, you know, kill it so it doesn't suffer.
Yeah.
And like what was the famous? Oh shit. There was like a video game where everyone's like, "Oh, video games are art now." It was like, is it Bioshock? Bioshock.
I don't know. I always really like. I don't want to say like. I'm hesitant to say like because that's such a superficial word. But I always enjoyed this moment of like Dowd and the whale, because Billy being like, "Yeah, it's a beast, but it shouldn't suffer."
Yeah.
That just ties back to the whole Dishonored thing of Corvo being like, if I don't kill someone, they're suffering.
Okay.
But if I do kill someone, I'm still killing them, type of thing, you know? Because like Dowd can either let this whale hang and suffer and not technically do anything. So it's like it's all philosophical. It's the trolley situation. You're not killing the whale, but you're not killing the whale.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I have something planned for this warehouse, and the whale will not be well served by whatever happens. But yeah, that's a really interesting take. I thought like initially I thought you were going to be like, oh, because Dowd's the whale who is like slowly going to die.
I mean, yeah, that too. But I mean, in the sense that like if Dowd doesn't kill the whale, he's still letting it die, which is what Corvo does a lot. Like he doesn't kill the people that he's doing non-lethal non-lethal methods with, but he's still sentencing them to a fate sometimes worse than death. Like, remember what happened to the Lord Regent, where you brand him and then he ends up as a Weeper?
I mean,
you didn't kill him.
I don't mind him, but like the Lady Boyle was rough.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. But yeah, I don't know. I always thought the moment with the whale was like a good way to encapsulate everything you do in the series.
I love this. I actually feel more stealthy with this particular method. It's a lot of fun. Put you over here. Yeah, and like it's one of these things that like I feel like the Dishonored games really nailed the morality system and all this sort of thing, but like the best development they made was removing it for the Outsider, which we'll get to. I keep talking about it, but like one of my favorite things about that game is that they simply do not use it.
And the thing is, I still did that non-legally because I was like guilty, which is the point.
I mean, we're gonna get to it, but I changed my thing because like the game was like, you should murder someone for this mission. I'm like, all right, let's do that for the first time in a Dishonored game, where I'm just gonna like straight up kill somebody.
Oh yeah, no, I did do that, but like I still
felt
was
bad.
Like, the games are so effective in teaching you that you don't have to kill everyone for it to be a punishment that I was like, damn it, I can't undo this now.
Yeah. And then it's just like, you haven't played Deathloop.
No.
You don't have access.
Again, if I get a good computer, I will, but it looks good.
Because like Deathloop is a really interesting game. I feel like I can probably spoil that. Although
I should just get a PS5.
Don't get a PS5.
You can do that. No, just I will simply acquire all consoles and never play them.
I used to be a person who was just like, get PlayStation because of the best games, but now Game Pass has, for better or worse, really changed things up, where you can get like free games and all that kind of thing. It's like the Netflix of video games, blah, blah, blah. And Arcane was recently acquired by Xbox.
Yep, and Bethesda is now owned by them, so well done. I still don't like exclusive games though. Like, yeah, PlayStation's good because they have exclusive games, but
that's what they have now. That's like
the
big drawing thing, which is kind of interesting.
I'm not a fan of that.
No, it's not the best. I did kill everybody, or knock out everybody here, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Whale tank.
That's interesting.
I want
Is this
a
me?
young child reading this. Yeah.
Anton, this is from the Battle of Cardinal 124. We are processing it.
This is creepy.
I've seen plenty of weird things in a whale's gut, but never one of these. I must have consumed it in the deep, and I think it's been there quite a while. Don't ask me how I can tell. If you have any ideas on what this may be, please inform me. One of these was recovered back in the month of wind, but I haven't seen it, or the man that found it, since then.
I like the idea that by having a child's voice, Rothwild has child labor as well.
Yeah, no, this is Rothschild. Rothschild, not Rothschild.
Yeah, but like, he has child labor as well. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Like, we don't know. We don't have none of the people have the time cards. Oh, this seems cool. Whee!
Oh my god, that's not a wee moment. This is an ill moment.
I'm about to kill a whale. Give me a break. Oh my god. This was one of the other entrances that I could have gotten.
Gross.
Must be treasure.
The treasure is the runes we collected along the way.
Yeah.
And the people we didn't kill.
I suppose. Speaking of people we didn't kill, one of the things I really like in game, well, also real life, I haven't killed anybody. One of the things we haven't gotten is an Outsider Shrine where it's just like, hey, remember all these people you can kill? Well, you can choose to kill them or not, and these things will happen if you do it. Because the Outsider isn't talking to Dowd, which I think is a really fun touch. Because like, I just got told to look for Delilah, and I'm just here, and then I'm gonna have to make a decision in a bit about Abigail or Rothschild. Okay.
Oh, Molly.
A fun little lighthearted note.
Okay.
Okay. I think this is Sokolov, if I remember correctly. Do my voice that I did before.
Okay. I've set up this device to stimulate the whale's nervous system.
Pretty good.
With the intention that doing so will prolong oil secretions and squeeze more of the precious fluid from each catch. Unfortunately, this device can lead to the instant death of the beast if too much power is used. Filling both tanks and activating the device extinguishes all life function in an instant. A painless and quick experience for the whale, but at the loss of additional revenue that can be generated by sustaining it as long as possible. Anton Sokolov.
Very good. Now, do you remember what that
better.
said? That's good voice.
Yeah,
the voice
so
is solid.
he can keep the whale alive for longer to drain more oil from it.
Yeah.
But if you do it too much, it can kill the whale instantly if you use too much power.
Which I loved. That's just like such a nice touch that Anton Sokolov, who is currently a villain and is going to be redeemed because he's going to work for some other people, is like straight up like learning how to like prolong the life of a whale with electricity to get more oil, and it's just like wandering around here. It's fucked up. Also, hello to Kruby _. How's it going? We'll get that response in a moment. But yeah, speaking of that, time for a sad moment. How do I do this? Where's the button? Oh, there.
No, poor whale.
The little clink at the end of it. Now, for one of the reasons I did this.
The whale eye for Granny Rad.
But also to spare this poor thing. God, that's rough.
God does nothing without some wood.
Yeah.
Oh man, that circle of voice hurt my throat.
Yeah. It's hard to do. Like, if I do it enough, it'd probably mess up my normal voice will mess up my normal voice because it's streaming.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a code for this that I don't remember? Have you got
I don't think we found it.
Mission clues?
Surely you just try them all at once.
Yeah. How many could there be?
Yeah.
Oh, this will tell me. Oh no. My turn.
You can pick the accent.
Okay. Rothwild.
Something creepy.
The interrogation chair is set up in the meat locker and fully powered. We have run some test runs on a few of the problematic laborers. They spill all of their secrets very quickly. They seem to die easily after about 4 treatments. She is ready for whenever you need her. Granville, Butcher Foreman.
Perfect. That was so good.
And now yours.
Okay.
No. That's very funny.
Not me being shafted, thanks.
That's very funny. It's basically a background on Abigail Ames. I read this earlier today. It's a fun thing about how she's a labor leader. No close kin. They basically died in a whaling ship. No secrets. And she legitimately has the best interest of laborers at hand.
Which is why they definitely want to get rid of her.
Yes, but there's no reference to the rich benefactor, which is interesting. I don't believe. Like, she doesn't seem to have any connection there. Oh, put that away.
What a sad song the old behemoth sings. Looks right at me when I sit here to have my nightcap. Yeah, look at me. A fly next to you, but I'm your master, ain't I? Killed 100 of your kind, and I'll kill 1,000 more before I'm done. Drain you, then feed you to my butchers. The mournful cries of the whales don't touch that lot. No, sir. They don't have hearts, I think. But by the outsider, I think I still have a small one. Shriveled and blackened as it may be. Yes, sing me a lullaby while I have another drink. Sing.
That is so twisted.
Yeah. Cool introduction for a villain. I do like that. It's interesting villain. Because this isn't just like a rich guy. This is specifically a rich guy who was poor once. As we move through this level, we'll learn more about him. But I like it. What was that? That was a glitch. Okay. Why is this here? Oh, little sweeties.
They're napping together. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh god. Get me up there. Panicking. One of the things I heard about this game is that they developed more stealth systems because like people said that they wish they could do more. Like they were similar to like the way I played through, where I just like I was extremely non-violent with like everything I did. Hold on, wait for Ramsey.
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of us. Claude, what happened, Abigail? I trusted you. Extra elixir rations, bags of coin as bonuses. But you're about to see that my generosity is counterbalanced by a very inhumane side.
Mr. Rothwild, Bundry.
Don't call me that. That privilege is lost to you.
You don't know Ramsey. When he comes for me, he'll kill you. He'll gut you like the street filth you are, and feed you to the rats.
Ah, now it comes out. No one is coming. I've broken your strike, and my butchers are the finest fighters in Dunwall. Miss Ames, you're about to find out a few things I learned when I was a gaffer. I can do things that don't even hurt at first. This conversation is going to last a long, long time.
It would have been funny if you'd like try to sleep dart him at him as he was saying this conversation's going to last a long time.
This is going to be fun.
Is anyone there?
Nice.
Hello.
I know you. Dowd. You're the Knife of Dunwall.
You played a video game.
Well, Dowd, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Dowd. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't
go,
try
boss.
and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
Sir.
The Empress should have hired you to protect her. We'd be living in a different world now.
Aha.
Well, that's a rough thing to say. So, when I initially found out about this...
The things you can do. You could change the Empire. If you set your mind to it. I wonder why you never did.
I'm gonna run away before she continues giving dialogue.
She's giving you an existential crisis. Anyway, what were you saying?
Hold on. So, when I haven't seen that dialogue option. Because like I watched the low chaos playthrough, and the thing about the thing we're about to do is this is like high chaos option, which is interesting. But I didn't know that Abigail Ames was a direct employee of what was the name?
Ramsey.
Ramsey, who we actually met while we were robbing everybody. He was like one of the rich people who has a whale mask or something. And we like came across him and he was like angry or something. I don't quite remember. I just read that on a wiki. And so...
No, I remember him.
Well, who was he? What was his deal?
No, like I remember him being at the party, and then also like one of the characters in the next game.
Yes. Which
Not
is
that
one
particular person, but the relative.
Yeah. Which is one of the reasons I wanted to do it this way, because we would have a relationship with Ramsey, whereas I don't think we would ever have another encounter with Rothwild or anything else if I got rid of Abigail. I assumed that what was actually happening with Abigail was that she was just the workers' representative, and like I was conflicted about whether I should blow the thing up or I should do something else. But like one of the things with strikes is when there's strikes happening, listen to the people, listen to the workers, listen to what they're saying. She is not the workers. She is just someone who is hired in to basically do some industrial sabotage, which is
strike it up,
fascinating. And apparently they're going to be paid better or whatever. Still doesn't mean they'll have a union. Still doesn't mean they'll have anything like that. But they might be in a better condition. And what I might do now is absolutely ruin Rothwild's life by putting him in a crate, blowing up his factory, and sending him probably back to the working class, potentially.
Eat the rich isn't like literal. You can eat the rich by knocking them out, shipping them off, and destroying their factory.
This is true. And there's also stuff like Sokolov is here. Sokolov is doing experiments, and I will basically get in the way of those experiments. Doesn't mean it won't continue happening. As we know that like Sokolov survives and Sokolov continues working with the Empire, working with Emily, who is later put in charge, and continues making like fun advancements which are quote unquote corrupted by people. And so I don't know. I'm gonna read this thing quickly. Is it your turn to read or my turn to read?
I think it's mine.
Okay.
But it's a Sokolov voice.
Do you want to let's look for another one? We'll come back to Sokolov. So if I remember
you
correctly.
can read it. It's fun.
I'll do it in the right time. I think there's some information. I'm hearing an item.
Is it rune? Oh, brain charm.
How big is this?
Pass.
This is pass. It is quite interesting. I'll go through it slowly so you can read along at home.
Yes, feel free to pause post stream.
This paragraph's interesting. It has something
his
about
brother
the
was
overseers.
taken by the overseers.
Yes. Allegedly, the boy failed successive trials and did not return home. It's interesting. It's a little bit of world building about the overseers, which is quite dark, I think. Yeah. So it's interesting. Because, like, I think there is, like, a connection to Delilah that made this person ascend from where he was in his class. Like, he was able to rise up. But he was also awful, as evidenced by this note. Which you can read. This is not a difficult one.
What accent would you like?
French.
5 injuries have been reported over the span of 1 week, resulting in 2 fatalities.
A terrible, terrible note. That is made lighthearted by that message.
Oui, oui.
Yeah. Merde.
Sacre bleu.
So, like, yeah, that note was that people were literally getting murdered on this thing regularly.
Yeah,
which I don't know if it's any better at Ramsey's, but it's kind of interesting.
Mr. Rothwild, I understand your need to maintain smooth operations, and I do appreciate that you have donated a space for me to carry out the Academy's research on these beasts, but I must protest that my annex is located in a freezing meat locker. While the Tivian nature of this room reminds me of my home...
Anton Sokolov is apparently from Tivia. Cool. That's nice. That's like the Russia place.
It makes my research all the more challenging, and I can assure you that the potential in my work far outstrips the importance of all the whale meat and oil you can harvest. I beseech you for a kind of space close to the whale where I may continue my march towards the future with a focused mind. Anton Sokolov. Ark.
Ark.
Fleet report for the month of Nets. The Dauntless sailed north 10 days to no result. Word is she restocked in Driscoll to pursue a large pod east of Morley. The Delilah is coming back fully loaded. No reports of lights or singing. Another sign that Barrister's lost it. The Huntress is in dry dock after a nighttime ramming off Pandyssia. Engineers looked at the damage. They say it wasn't a whale. Or if it was a very odd-looking one.
I love that little weird horror story about, like, there's music, another sign that the Barristers lost it. It's just like, what is happening there? And, like, something, like, got, like, they found a whale that was unlike anything else. And, like, that's pretty cool. Where is that? Where's the little case to put it away?
Oh, you mean the
Was that at the beginning?
Yeah, it was out in the factory where the whale was.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can move quicker. I don't use bolts, but sure. Is there one where I can move quicker? No carrying bodies now. Alright. I'm happy with the difficulty we chose.
Yeah, no, you're doing well.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Just throw him straight into a window.
Just checking that he's unconscious.
Alright.
Ark.
Ark. It's a very fun voice to do. Can I jump up here? No.
No way.
There we go. Careful, does it? Oh god, is that right? I also really like... Ooh.
What do you like?
Hold on. It was very scary. I really like that there's no time limit. Like, I don't have to, like, count it 30 seconds before my quick jumping runs out. Whoop.
Nice. When was the last time we saved?
I think there's an auto save. I hope there's an auto save. Like, I just knocked out the main character and had a conversation. That counts as a save.
Fine. Yeah.
Alright, let's jump.
Nice. Good
So
job.
now I have to have a whole conversation again. Hello.
Well, Dowd, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you.
Can we not skip it with F? Yeah.
Learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the
there we go.
All.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for
Another
your
interesting
trouble.
thing with this is that the unionization efforts is something used by another corporation to do this, which is a really cynical like look at how unions work. Yep,
We'd be
that
living
one.
in a different world now.
And that's kind of interesting. Because this was a time where there wasn't any
Worker protections.
well, there wasn't any unions things, which
Yeah.
like that seems useful. If I had the map right now, that would be great. Is there a map around here?
Ironically, you found the crates when we were talking about the maps too.
Yeah. It's my brain doing connections.
Ark.
Ark. Nope. Let's go here.
Also, have you saved since this conversation?
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. Thank God I'm here, right?
Very good.
For the
Yeah.
witty banter and also the saving reminders.
I wish there was a better auto save system though.
There is. I think if you press F4, that's the quick save, right?
5?
F5.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That's right. Wait a second. Who is that? Very laissez-faire about my existence. Okay. Alright. I have to knock out a whole room.
Don't you think?
What the fuck? What happened here? Ah! Wait a second. Haha!
Good on you.
Maybe I might be able to save that guy.
I like the fact that literally one of the tips was save your game often.
Yep. That person isn't dead.
Butcher, get over here. Kill for Bobby.
Get over
here. Come on.
I have so many of these.
Nice.
Nobody noticed my guy. What was with that random dead guy just there? Where did that guy come from?
If I say yes, you gonna close your trap?
That sounds like that's what's happening in the background. What?
Oh my god.
Alright. So my goal is to try not to kill them. Is it my goal? Is it something that Dao would do? Or is it something that I would do?
It's something you would do. I don't think Dad would care.
That's true. Alright. I mean, I needed to get across that area. And so that was my main priority, though. Now I need to go towards where a map is. Whoop. That's what that would do. Ah! I didn't know you could collect those. That's sick.
Oh my god. That was brutal. Nice.
Yeah. I like that a lot. don't know how to get up there. Oh, there's a door. Oh no, there's not a door. Okay. I think I just threw that man down. Yep, I did. Alright. Okay, so canteen. Out of order. Right, this doesn't get me where I need to go. Was it just me, or was there like an arrow mechanic that like showed you where you could go that is just like not appearing anymore?
What do you mean? You're not talking about all the arrows on screen?
Like, okay, I want to try and like climb up here. It's just showing me where I will fall, but not where I can climb up. You know what I mean? Am I making any sense?
Clean all the guts off the killing floor.
You better believe it.
Do you mean like the white paint that would be on the wall sometimes?
Like, maybe it'll show up now? No, it won't. Like, it shows, like, the up button or something. You can climb up, climb onto this.
Yeah, no.
There! That happens so rarely.
Oh, that, yeah.
Ow. Alright.
Oh, damn. Oh, you're shooting with regular things, not sleep darts.
I did, but he's, like, armored from the front.
Damn.
That's pretty funny. Okay. Because another thing to keep in mind is I have to be low chaos. And I'm currently doing the high chaos option, which I said was interesting before, and I want to elaborate on that. It is interesting because Corvo will kill me if I blow up this factory. That is the implication of my actions here. I'm more likely to die because I blew up this factory than if I don't blow this factory and, like, side with
Yeah,
this
but
thing.
how many more times are you going to do high chaos outcomes in the following mission?
I don't know, but it's like...
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
Oh, this is probably where I needed to go. I don't need to interrogate him though. But like for instance, like this is a thing where I am more likely in general, according to this game, to... I don't want to interrogate him. If I cause a union to happen, I am more likely to earn the ire of Corvo, which indicates that Corvo is something of a person who upholds the powers that be and is like a person who is, I guess,
Is he, or does he just not like doubt acting?
What do you want to know?
Like blowing up a factory?
Yeah.
Why would that matter to
know
him?
about a ship named Delilah.
Because it's Dowd doing it.
What's behind the name?
Is it because like I'm damaging like the whale industry? Something?
Or Corvo just doesn't want Dowd continuing to kill people.
I'm not going to kill people. I'm blowing up a factory. I can get everybody
Yeah, but
out.
how would Corvo know that?
Corvo doesn't know. I played as Corvo. He has no idea about a blown up factory.
Who is Delilah?
Ha! Think I'll give up a friend at the first tickle? That's the kind of thing I pay your sister for down at the Golden Cat.
Remember the Golden Cat? Remember when we did this?
You through your own factory. See if we can get oil out of your blubber.
You know your work, I'll give you that.
I'm literally pulling a lever, my guy.
Like business.
Why did you name it Delilah?
What do you care? And it wasn't me. The previous owner named it after some sweetheart of his painting. Piss off!
Who was the previous owner?
Barrister Timms!
Okay, I was worried I was going to kill him then.
the story. Delilah was a woman he knew. Grew up working in Dunwall Tower. Got kicked out. Became a painter. Funny hair.
Subtitles broke.
Frown. She caught his eye, but it was worse than that. He couldn't think of anything else, just her. She whirled into his mind somehow. He built that ship for her and a lot more. Gave her half his fortune. Then he got scared. Came to me afraid. Man, like that, afraid. He wanted to dump the ship and I needed a business partner, so we made a deal. Had to change the name. Wish I'd done it.
I hope that was satisfying. Here's the room key. When you're ready to go.
Okay.
Sir, earlier I spotted crates.
Oh, thank
in the most
God.
remote corner of the
I don't have to go
empire.
through the place anymore.
Might be worth stepping one, just to tie things off. He doesn't seem the type to forgive, of course. Why go through all the trouble when a blade to the neck would accomplish the same thing?
Thanks, Billy. Very helpful.
Crate.
It's not even me.
Nice.
So this is Catwoman being like, I will be mean to this person, but I won't kill them. Batman. Batty bats. Is this worth reading? No, I think this is basically just like what was there before. If you would like to pause it and read through it, do feel free. Okay. So now we have to blow up a factory. Oh, what? Oh, Billy, I thought you took... I have to walk all the way.
What a lazy sidekick she is.
Yeah, what the hell? I'm the protagonist, do you hear? Does that mean nothing in this town?
Swapsies.
Actually, I might take the other guy first. Oh, I'll see what the coast is like. That's what I'm after. Open this one up.
Read it when the damn...
Okay, a slight warning. A slight bad thing has happened. In that I can't... Wait, where am I? They all turned around. I can't see where the things I want to blow up. And so, is that mission unavailable to me now because I accidentally interrogated Rothwild? Which I can find out. I can't do it!
Oh, no.
Hold on. This one? Because I want to blow up the factory. That seems like a lot of fun.
But then you won't be able to interrogate Rothwild.
I don't need to.
Right?
Okay, good. Alright, let's take out these fools.
Zap.
Ah! Ah! Whoa! Why do you have machine guns? What the hell is this? It's worth a lot of money. Okay. Let's rush through this. Let's use this.
I hate skimmers like always sneakiness.
Let's go up here.
What's going on?
Can I... There's no quick and easy thing. Yes, there is. That's cool as hell. Okay, now I need to get up there, please. Ah!
Oh, damn.
Done. Yeah. Oh, then I got... No one's going to it. Okay, that's the room I'm going to avoid. Is anyone here? Alright.
Abby better have some good information, damn it.
Yeah, what if he just knows nothing? There we go. Okay. So clean route forward, let's just run through. Now the annoying thing about this, because we don't have that rune that I really like, is that we were going to have to like run all the way through for all of this. Oh, that's so sick. That was a lot of fun.
I see you.
No, you don't.
See
I'll
what?
find you eventually.
Immediately
You
gave
ain't
up.
leaving this place alive.
So cool. This game's great. Okay. So. Let's get rid of Roth. Now, quick question. If I put Rothschild, sorry, into this crate and then blow up the whole warehouse, will that kill Rothschild?
I honestly don't know.
I think no. Because that would be silly. Now, let's just walk through. Slowly as anything. And finish this. Yes. Wait, what? Oh, I think I have to interrogate him in order to do the non-lethal option.
Oh yeah, because the option, you have to select it, right?
Yeah, I have to take him to the interrogation. I will put him there and see if there's an option later. Okay. Okay. Now to blow up a factory. This might have a person behind it. Nope. We go here. Yeah. I'll take you away from the explosion.
Nice.
It's really odd because, like, oh, is Dad getting paid for this? Dad is getting paid for this.
Yeah, I mean, the outsider told him to learn more about this. This is like,
the outsider kind of directed.
Abby's gonna pay him, but like this
Yeah.
is his own motivation, really.
Yeah. Because like what I was gonna say is like Dowd is doing this for pretty much no reason. Like Dowd is kind of just coming into this place and like I'm gonna blow up a factory, and like the implication is he's done this before, which is kind of fun.
Well, it is very Dowd-esque.
To blow like I always saw him as like I'm gonna kill a rich person.
Yeah, but like Rothwild is a rich person.
True. But like blowing up a whole factory is like industrial sabotage in a really fun way. Jumped around like a little rabbit.
Someone get over here!
Ow.
Oh,
Fuck. That would have hurt like
he
hell.
fell and stood right back up. Fun glitch.
You know. I like how much this place feels like it's just about to explode. It's a fun little touch. Yeah. Like it's the classic video game thing of like dirt falling from the ceiling and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not every day you blow up a factory in Dishonored, so...
Yeah. Which is a shame. This should happen. It's not every day that you blow up a location. Okay, Abigail.
Time is short. Now, about the Delilah.
You're sailing in murky waters, assassin. Now, they say that ship was sold to Rothwell.
How interesting.
Cheap by one of his business partners, a barrister, Arnold Timch. They'd planned to sell a portion of the whale oil on the black market, instead of giving it to the Lord Regent. Treason. Would that be why you're here?
My reasons are my own. The black market doesn't concern me.
I literally have no idea what's going on.
Because that's only half the story. Arnold Timch sold that ship to Rothwild because he was afraid of its namesake. Timch fell in love with a painter named Delilah. It was the scandal of the season. That shrunken old ledger acting like a giddy schoolboy over a no-kid. A former serving girl from Dunwall Tower.
Let me guess. It didn't end well.
It never does. But there's a mystery to this one. Something happened that frightened him very much. He dropped her overnight and sold the ship for a quarter of what it's worth. And Barrister Timch is not a man who scares easy. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask him yourself. But I very much doubt he'll tell you.
I guess we're done here. I'll meet you outside.
Oh my god! I got so much money! It's all worth it.
Well, there's your reward.
Useful. Now I'm just gonna casually walk through this place, get this misplaced room. You serious?
Mate, how are you not evacuating the building? It's shaking.
Your gods are dead. I am the master now. Where's this misplaced room? I'm gonna get out. I'm not gonna wander around looking for a room. I forgot how to get out.
Oh, there's that lever, right? afterthought, was it something?
Was it? Oh wait, no, I just went through the hallways. That mistake. Wait, there were some people here who got knocked out who aren't here anymore. There's one of them that was there that's missing. Strange. Okay. Oops. Right in the throat. I wish I could go invisible. That would be really useful. Yep, right there. There. Wait, is he in there now?
Oh well, at least you tried.
Do I have to kill him?
Nah, surely he'll be blown up inside the factory, right?
I guess. That's not quite what I was after, but sure. Dowd cares little. I might get Dowd killed.
It'll be fine.
He'll die, I think. Even though he did.
It's the witch's curse.
Warning. Back pressure in the is well past safe levels. All employees must leave.
Witch's curse? I didn't read about this.
The region. That might be shit. Got you.
Oh, please, quick, leave me alone. I gotta do it. There we go. Oh, thank God. I did the witch's recipe.
There we go.
What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood ritual. Where did you learn such a profane practice?
Trying to see what happens. Will she give it up?
No poison tooth this time. No suicide needles. You're going to stay and chat with us.
Okay, give it one more line, and if they don't give it up, I'm free.
My brothers and I can keep this up. Can you? Just one secret, and we'll ease up.
Good work, Billy.
Check everywhere.
Did it.
Okay, there you are.
Oh, that's bad.
Where are you?
Literally, what are you gonna do?
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
Saved your life, Billy. Rat poison. Why don't they do that for all the damn
Things are bad.
infections?
Will the city get any worse?
Oh God!
Assassin.
Bye bye.
You're getting better with the aiming.
I am not. I just messed it up. Don't kill Billy. That's my way out of this mission.
Is anything bothering you, Dad?
Oh, so much,
I've seen
so
you
much,
kill
Billy.
a man without ruffling his hair.
You did it. Well
You
done.
took out the whole neighborhood. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Let's stay.
Let's go.
Ark.
Ark. How did I go?
Nice. Look,
What?
No chaos, low.
No way. That's unbelievable. I also
Good
found
job.
almost no bone chance. But that's fine. But
You found a good whack of money.
did I only kill 2 people?
Yeah, I guess they don't count blowing up the warehouses like.
Oh wait, there was like I did
That
go to a murder
counts,
spree and then
right?
I went back in time. So that probably helped.
I think the only 2 people you killed were with the Ark thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 people I was chased around with. Oh, that's pretty good. But yeah, apparently that was the high chaos option, but that's good. So yeah, that's the first thing. If I press continue, we'll go on to the next mission. So
Nice.
I think so. I'm not really sure what'll happen, but I believe that's what will occur. But yeah, that was really fun. That was the first time coming back. It was kind of interesting to see like how this game sort of encouraged
Has
you
changed.
to blow up. Game has changed. What
Well,
way?
in the sense of like from Corvo to down.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. I thought you meant like
Powers.
from 2013 when it came out to now. And I'm like, it's the same text, is it not? But yeah, it has, and it feels much different to play, which I really like.
Yeah. Oh, it was good. Thank you for having me along again.
No worries. It was my pleasure. Really excited to do this, and we'll come back and beat up a lawyer or something. I'm excited for that. And
Yeah, some family drama between the Timsh family.
Yeah, I'm going to speak to the daughter or something, Talia?
Denise.
Denise? Sure. Oh, wait, did you say Denise or the niece?
The niece.
The niece, okay.
I thought it was the niece Talia or
I was
something.
like, Denise Talia? Sure.
Yeah, no, that's not what I said.
And we'll get down to the bottom of this strange, mysterious Delilah figure who could be a friend or a foe. As far as
Surely a friend. Timsh was scared of her, so she must be good.
Yeah, Timsh is the bad person who we haven't met yet. Lawyer.
Yeah.
I've seen Better Call Saul. I know what that's like. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Excited to see the next bit. And
Have a good day, afternoon, and night wherever you are.
yeah, and I'll switch the thing over to a different scene. Let's go to Dishonored. Ta-da! And enjoy the song Sicilian Cafe as we fade away. Fare thee well. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.